Travis Etienne did not make the Doak Walker Award candidate list or the finalist list. You got J.K. Dobbins, you got Chuba Hubbard, and Jonathan Taylor. So they picked three guys. I mean, I can't really say anything against those three guys for real. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is breaking so many records up there in Wisconsin. Chuba Hubbard is really their main weapon at Oklahoma State. And then we've already talked a lot about J.K. Dobbins and how much he can do for the Ohio State Buckeyes. But, I mean, if you look at it, like Myron said, you kind of look at Travis Etienne. I mean, he's got more yards per carry than just about anybody in the nation, because these other guys, the difference between Travis and Clemson than these other guys is that he actually doesn't run the ball 40, 50 times a game. Well, not 50 times. I know these guys don't do 50 times, but 30, 40 times a game. Did you know, I put this on Twitter yesterday, that Travis Etienne hasn't had more than 17 rushes a game this year. And he's only had that one time. I believe that was against UNC. And last year, he only had 2 games over 17 carries, which is great for his NFL stock because, man, those tire treads, they're not worn at all. He doesn't need an alignment. He doesn't need rotation. Those suckers are going to be good. Whoever drafts him is going to get a diamond. I'm telling you that. He's going to be ready to go. If I'm a running back, I don't want my legs to be worn out in college, because running backs, as we've said this many times, they don't have many years. They barely make it to 30 years old before they're out of there. Now, I know the NFL, Dabo Swinney likes to say not for long, but in the case of a Clemson player, if you're someone like DeMarcus Bowman, you got to like your odds that you're not going to get, as worn down as much. But then it kind of goes into the problem. Doak Walker finalist, going to be difficult to get when you're not playing the entire game. Yeah. Heisman Trophy candidate, we've talked about that many times on the show. Going to be difficult to get. What are your thoughts, Al?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with everything that you said there. I mean, it's just like we talked about at the beginning of the season, not getting the Heisman Trophy. It's when you play all these players, and, I think now, in fairness to Travis Etienne, obviously he's an amazing running back, and he's obviously our favorite running back, with the orange-colored glasses on here. But in the beginning of the season, a little bit was self-inflicted. It looked like he kind of lost focus for a game or two, and he wasn't the Travis Etienne we're used to seeing. He wasn't running the ball as hard. He seemed a little more hesitant. He was a little bit upset, I think, because Tony Elliott and Jeff Scott calling the plays weren't actually getting the ball to him as much as he would like. So it looks like he was a little frustrated, and I think that really derailed the Heisman hopes, because those first couple games, he was killing it. Obviously, I know you had kind of predicted that at the beginning of the year, and he was looking real good those first couple games and then kind of fell off. And then he got his groove back. Obviously, he's the Etienne we all know and love again, so that's good to see. But, yeah, it's just kind of one of those things playing for Dabo. It's never about the individual awards. It's about the team awards. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing here in the fact that he didn't make the Doak Walker finalist list.